Greetings, Hotep, Namaste. Thank you for watching. Um, Today I want to talk about the sacral chakra because again, I'll bring it up. The three bottom chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. There's a lot of negative connotations to these three chakras, which these chakras are responsible for the physical reality. Okay, how you move about the physical reality. And the sacral chakra is your creation, your manifestation abilities, your creative abilities, how creative you are. Also, it's responsible for your energy in the body. Okay, so if you're a person that has fatigue, low energy, you're bored all the time, you don't have enthusiasm, you don't have that spark when people meet you, that spark that's connected to sexual energy. That's charisma. Okay, so the sexual energy is very important, as you can see. And you can notice because a lot of spiritual individuals, especially on YouTube, they promote the depletion of sexual energy, because the reason why they do this is because there's this fear, there's this art of taboo, and if you notice, they have no enthusiasm. A lot of these people are struggling financially. A lot of these people can't manifest things. If I'll give you an example, these arts that we're learning today, because of the internet, were hidden for many, many thousands of years. And only royalty was allowed to learn these things that we're learning today all over the internet and all over YouTube and with blogs. So, if this is the case, why in today's time are there's this abundance of people that are really, really in low vibrational states trying to give other people advice? And this is because they're promoting the depletion of these three bottom chakras. Okay, like I stated in the last video about the root chakra, if you don't have that down pat, you can't even move up, and that's being comfortable, shelter, survival. Okay, um, and you can see a lot of people are having these problems. Like I said before, I'm vegan. And if you notice, a lot of vegans, all they talk about is food. Now, food has to do with the root chakra. Okay, so that means if you're stuck there, all you talk about is food, all you can think about is food, you're on a lower vibration than somebody who only thinks about sex, because the sex is the next chakra up, which I'm talking about today, the sexual energy. Okay, so what I want to focus on is this. The first thing to get together with this energy is accepting it, is expressing love for this energy. Okay, because again, this has a negative connotation to it. Remember, your mind is powerful, your mind is infinite. When you're expressing hatred to a certain portion of you, because the sexual energy is you. Now, I know you might not like it a lot of times. You get frustrated with it a lot of times, but that is you, it's a part of you. So when you're expressing this hatred towards that energy, you're expressing hatred to yourself. And this is why you attract the energy that you attract. For men, when you have low vibrational sexual energy, you'll attract women who only want things that you can give them, which is money, cars. They want your house. They want to feel security from you in that way. Now, just that way is not a bad thing, but I'm saying if that's all they're coming at you for. Now, men will come to you only for sexual favors. Again, that's not a bad thing in a sense, but if that's all they want from you, okay, that's how you want to look at it. And they're coming at you like this is because of how you feel about yourself. Okay, a lot of you have hatred towards your sexual self, the sexual energy within you. Okay, so the first step of healing this energy, before you even do the meditations, because like I said before in my last video, these chakra systems have practical ways to them. A lot of times, if you just change the practical way, you can change how the energy works. Okay, and then you can tune it up with the meditations, with the higher forces. But we have to come down here first. You have to put your foot on the first ladder. First step on the ladder. Okay, so acceptance of this energy. Fall in love with yourself. Okay, you want to accept the sexual nature, because the sexual nature is life. How do you think you came here on this plane? It was through the sexual activity. Okay, um, and also, again, this energy is connected to manifestation. So if you're having trouble with manifestation, things are, you write things down, you've been doing the art of repetition, you're saying it over and over again, it's still not coming. Things that you want still don't show up in your life. You know you have a problem with your sexual energy, right? Now you're probably wondering, okay, if this is true, this is connected to my creativity as well. Like I said, your creativity, also your physical energy. How enthusiastic are you? When you see somebody that steps in a room and they're, boom, the light is shining, they're enthusiastic, they're talking to people, energy is high, they're like, let's go do something. You know that person has a high sex drive. Okay, somebody walks in, they're like, I'm tired, I just want to go to sleep. I don't feel like working. I don't know what I want to do in life. I don't have any inspiration. Your sexual energy is being compromised or depleted. So, simple ways, again, practical ways. I want to bring it more back to practicality. Guys, look back into a lot of my older videos. I give you a lot of good spiritual techniques, but now I kind of want to focus on practicality, because I think that's what spirituality is missing in today's time. So, first thing, of course, is salt and refined sugar intake. Okay, this depletes your sexual energy. All right, so you want to watch out how much refined sugar and refined salt you're taking in. Okay, now not raw sugar and sea salt. Even though you don't want to have these in abundance either, but it's okay to have them sparingly. All right, now refined salt, refined sugar, that's basically poison. Okay, and it's going to deplete that energy. You might get a boost, like when you eat some refined sugar, you get that boost, but then you come down. All right, it's a false boost. Okay. Um, Another thing is exercise. Of course, you want to get exercise. You want your blood flow moving. A lot of times when it comes to healing the chakras, I swear, just movement. Because remember, your life is movement, right? So if you're a person that sits down a lot for work or whatever, you're a person that doesn't, you're not moving throughout the day, your energy systems become stagnant automatically. So a lot of times, just getting good exercise, getting movement, getting out in the sun, even if it's just walking 10 minutes a day, this will boost your energy levels, and in return boosts your sexual energy. Remember, your sexual energy is responsible for your creativity, imagination, and your manifestation abilities. Let me tell you something about the sexual energy. When you are stimulated sexually, your brain lights up like a light bulb. It's the only energy that actually fully lights up the whole brain hemisphere. Okay, love is the next best thing. When you have love for something or someone, it lights up. But doesn't even light up as much as when you're stimulated sexually. Why is this? Okay, we're talking about physiology now. Why is that? It's because the sexual energy represents your life force, basically. Your sacral chakra, this is where you find your life force at. People think it's in the root chakra, you know, but the motor, the engine, like the root chakra is like the car itself, but that engine, that's the sacral chakra. When it's using that gas, that's sacral chakra energy. Okay, so think of it as your life force. All right. What do you think the Kundalini is? People love to talk about the Kundalini energy going up the spine and touching your pineal gland. This is your sexual life force going up. And when it reaches that pineal gland, this is why you're able to manifest on a whole nother level. Okay, so this is what I want to get through to you guys. Fall in love with this energy, because remember, your mind and what you put on to things actually does create. So you want to love this energy, okay? Now, now for men, I brought this up in a video called the ejaculation technique video, and if you're not familiar with that video, I'll put that video in the description. I'll have a link to it. Basically, the ejaculation technique lets the man have an orgasm without spilling a seed, because we got to remember, everything is an exchange. Okay. Now, my clients, people that I do readings for, consultations for, and life advice, you guys understand this. You guys are already understanding this because I make sure you guys understand the art of exchange, the law of exchange. And there are people that come to me that want things for free. They want me to do consultations for them for free. If you come to me like that, I already know you're moving backwards, because that's a basic universal law that you cannot get something for nothing. You have to have an exchange. Now, it might not be money, it has to be something. But if you have that attitude where you're saying, I want something, but I don't want to do anything for it, I don't want to give anything for it, you're back here. Okay. You're so far back that you're behind a lot of regular normal people that are not even studying these arts. That's how bad it is. Okay. So you guys, like I said, if you guys come to me like that, I already understand that you don't even deserve to learn this stuff. You got to start back from step one. All right. So when it comes to spilling a seed, remember, again, there always has to be an exchange, an even exchange. So every time you spill the seed, you lose a little bit of your life force, man, as a man. So the ejaculation technique is a technique that allows you to have an orgasm. Not only that, but multiple. You can keep going and have multiple orgasms without spilling the seed. It just takes a little bit of practice, takes a little bit of discipline. Or you could just hold it. If you're not comfortable with doing the technique, hold it. You are not your body. You created the body. You are not the mind. You created the mind. Have some discipline. Train yourself to train your mind and body to hold it while you're in the sexual activity. And when a woman has her orgasm, she's finished, you can keep it in. You can keep your abundance. Yeah, it sounds really, really difficult. I know. But this is what it's all about. It's about discipline. Okay? Or, like I said, if you do want that experience of the orgasm, use the ejaculation technique. Now, there are times when you should spill the seed, but that's a whole nother story. I just want to bring you to light when it comes to this energy. All right. Now, also during the sexual activity, when that is happening, what do you guys think is happening? Alchemy explains this thoroughly. Okay. We're so focused on what a lot of these historical books are saying about alchemy, turning lead into gold. That's not what it is. It's a metaphor. Okay. They're talking about the sexual energy. The lead is the body. Okay, they're trying to transform the body into a higher plane of existence where you can travel. Okay, how do you do this? The alchemists of those times knew. It's building that sexual energy up. They understood. Building your sexual energy up so it vibrating so high that you'll be able to transcend reality. Okay, you'll be able to manifest instantly. That's what they were trying to achieve. They were trying to turn the lead body into gold, golden energy. Okay, so now women, you deplete your energy by not understanding what's being projected into you, because remember, as a woman, you're magnetic. Things are coming into you. When a man, and this happens regardless if he even ejaculates inside of you. This happens before he even has physical sex with you. When you're opening yourself, when you're interested in someone as a woman, you notice you kind of start opening like a flower. Okay? You open like a flower. The man is projecting himself into you. Think of it like this. When you see a relationship between a man and a woman, or somebody who's masculine, somebody who's feminine, if you notice, even if it's the same sex thing going on, there's always a person that's masculine and there's always a person that's feminine. Remember that. It's energy. Okay. So when you see a man and a woman together, and let's just say the man is very, very religious, and let's just say the woman wasn't very religious before she got with the man. Over time, you'll notice she'll start to become religious. She'll start to take on the man's ideals. Why is this happening? This is because the person is projecting. Like I said, this is energy, so it has nothing to do with the sex, but I'm just using man and women as to make it simple. Okay? Whoever's more masculine is going to be the one projecting, and whoever's more feminine is going to be the one absorbing. Okay, so as a woman, you have to realize what you're taking in. Okay, now I'm not saying cut it off, cut your sexual energy off, because that's what a lot of these spiritual people are telling you to do. Men and women, they're like, okay, we understand men as men, we understand that we shouldn't be projecting as much, so we need to just cut everybody off. Women are like, all right, we understand that we shouldn't be absorbing everything, so we need to cut everything off. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like fear. Remember, fear is the lowest vibration. Okay. So remember, when all these spiritual teachers are talking about this stuff and they're expressing this fear, remember where they're at. Okay, spiritually, they're at the bottom. If they're still talking about these fear, you should, if you're learning these arts, if you're studying like I'm studying, you should have no fear. Why? Okay, like I said, these arts were for royalty. These arts were for the top people. They were moving throughout this reality with ease. If you're struggling financially, you've got to take a step back and learn the beginning stuff, the root chakra stuff. Okay, if you're struggling with relationships, you gotta take a step back and go to your sacral energy and figure out what's going on. Your sacral energy is responsible for the partners you attract. Like I said, if you're attracting these people that only want you for low vibrational things, that's how you're treating your energy down there. And that's what they make you feel. They're making you feel like the sexual energy is low vibrational. It's not important. You need to focus on your third eye. You need to focus on the love that you express to other people in your heart chakra. You need to focus on the crown and your connection. You cannot even reach these higher forms if you don't have these things right. So, again, raising the sexual energy. You want to stretch the body, because a lot of stagnant energy is in the hips. You want to stretch the hips. You want to stretch the spinal cord. Yes, men. A lot of you are so stiff. Okay? You want to stretch. You want to get energy moving. Okay? You want to breathe properly. Okay? I can recommend you to some videos that really are good for breathing, because see, just breathing through your diaphragm might not be enough, because you still have these muscles in your stomach and in your chest area that are stopping this flow. So you want to loosen these muscles in the chest and stomach area so the air can fluidly move. Okay? If you have a lot of anxiety, you're naturally going to have tight muscles in the stomach. And I'm not talking about having abs. I'm talking about when you're contracting. You're going to breathe shallowly when you have anxiety, okay, or depression, or you're just in an anxious state. You're stressed out all the time. You're not breathing properly, all right? So this, in return, depletes your sexual energy, which depletes your physical energy, which depletes your creativity, which depletes your imagination, which depletes your overall purpose, because that's what sexual energy represents. It's that feeling of purpose, like I have a purpose here. Okay, yes, I know it's hard to believe, but you have these energy centers for a reason. You're not meant to cut them off. So you want to find stretches, even if it's yoga. I mean, you want to find deeper stretches than those, because like I said in my older videos, the yoga of today is very, very watered down. But you want to, do as many stretches as you can. Okay, for all my clients out there, I send you good videos for stretches and stuff like that, and breathing techniques. So you're ahead of the game. Now, like I said, stretching, breathing properly, you're moving this energy throughout the body. And it's not only going to just cure the sacral energy center, it's going to cure all the energy centers, because when one is off, best believe there's another that's off because they're connected. Okay, it's like the physical body system. When there's a problem with the heart, or there's a problem with the liver, or there's a problem with the stomach, it usually affects another organ. All right, and then when you let it go for too long, it starts affecting another organ, and it keep to the whole body, where you wind up dying from something. Okay, so it's the same way energy wise. When you see these walking zombies out here, they're literally the walking dead. Okay, because their energy is depleted, it's gone. You know, you should see a spark in somebody. Okay, when you shake somebody's hand, you should feel life in them. When you talk to somebody, you should get energized. You should feel the intensity of love and friendship. Okay, you want to bring that back. This is what we need to bring back into life. Everybody's all fearful in this spiritual community. If you notice, everybody's fearful. Everybody's trying to be alone all the time. Loneliness, like I said in my last video, loneliness is a mistake. Okay, you're more vulnerable when you're alone. The human species is a collective force. Okay, there is no such thing as, when you're alone, you're isolated. Okay, think about it like that. And in the sacral chakra, it represents connection with others as well. This is why every time you have a sexual encounter with somebody, you create a connection. Now, another way, this brings me to another way to heal this, because some of you might be connected to too many people, and your energy is being depleted that way. So what you want to do is a good technique. Okay. Now you want to. It's best to do this during a full moon, but you want to get the light of the full moon on you. If you have the house where you can shine this light in, it's good. But a lot of times you have to go outside. And what you can do is, first you want to give thanks for this energy. Okay. Because remember, gratitude is probably the best thing you can use in anything. Always have gratitude for whatever you're getting, because remember, you have to have this exchange. Okay, so when you're having gratitude for something, you're actually giving energy. All right, so you give thanks for the energy you're receiving from the moon. Now you want to engulf yourself in the light of the moon. In your imagination, close your eyes if you can. If you can't, just want to envision your whole body being engulfed in the energy of the moon, because this is the magnetic energy. This is going to help you create whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Now you want to say in your mind, or you want to say it out loud, that you are no longer connected to anything or anyone that is no longer serving you. Okay? You want to state it like you really mean it, because you have connections to people that you really need to have connections to. But some of them, a lot of them, are old, past things that are still taking energy from you. So you want to say, I'm no longer connected to